What up, folk? Tonight I'm going to make me a little bit of Whiteboy salsa. If you saw the title of the video, it's Salsa Chico Blanco. According to Google, that means Whiteboy salsa. I'm not trying to say this is authentic in any way or authentico. There is no fucking roasting of the peppers and the tomatoes and the onions or the garlic. There's no fucking mortar and pestle. I didn't grow the fucking things from the ground myself. I'm going to take some half canned and some half fresh ingredients and make a nice sauce. And you might ask yourself, well, is it the greatest salsa or sauce I've ever tasted? Not by a long shot. Not gonna lie to you. It tastes like fucking it tastes. It tastes good, or I wouldn't fucking keep making it. Now, on a side note, before I get into it, I work with a nice Mexican lady who says whites can't make authentic Mexican food no matter what. And I said, well, what about the whites who are born in Mexico, who are naturalized Mexicans, who grow up Mexican, never even come to America, and they're white? The food they make isn't authentic? And she said no. So there's the frame of reference I'm going with. That's why I don't call it fucking salsa. It's either a hot sauce, mild sauce. Tonight's going to be probably a medium sauce because I'm not using super hot peppers. I'm just going to use a jalapeno. We're going to get into it. Let me get a little swig here and we'll get right into it. Y'all know I don't go with scripts. I go off the ramp, go off the rip. First thing you want to get is some redneck Tupperware or a bowl that you can fit all your shit into. For your canned ingredients, I go with crushed tomatoes. These are from the Aldi. And a can of diced tomatoes. Now, I'm going to use some fresh components. Some jalapenos, some onion, a little bit of lime, some garlic. But if you don't want to go the route of fresh components, you want to do it all from can, you get you some crushed tomatoes, and you get you one of them Rotel or Rotel adjacent Kroger Great Values that have all the shit already cut up into it with a little bit of their seasonings. Folks, I'm giving you a blueprint. This isn't a goddamn a scripture or a set in stone, as you say. This is the blueprint I go with. It changes from time to time depending on what ingredients I have or how hot I want it, whatnot. This is the start for just the base. And I know you can do your own tomatoes the way you want and all that. It's going to taste probably 2-3 times better, but fuck, if you're having a beer and you want some chips and you want a quick sauce and you don't want to go to the store and buy a fucking salsa because you forgot, make your own. Now, we got those. I got one of these here. Oh. It's just a little plug-in small chopper. You hit the little button here. It's like a slap chop, but for people with fucking indoor plumbing and electricity. Comes in very handy. Now let's see if we can get this fucking can opener to work tonight without me cutting the fucking shit out of myself and having to go bandage myself up. First, I'll take these. See, every can should have this. This is a fucking, whoever designed this should have got the goddamn Nobel Prize in medicine, because I've not fucking once cut the shit out of myself opening one of these fucking cans. These are just diced tomatoes. They don't have spice in them. I'm going to go drain these. As much as you can drain them. It's a good gravy in there, so you really can't drain a gravy. All right. Trash can's right behind you. I'm not going in for a kiss. Bloop. Drop that in there. Now go with the crushed tomatoes. Let this piece of shit work one time, God. My faith in the divine has been restored. He did not slip once. He did not fuck up once. I did not cut myself once. You people now, I believe in the power of prayer. I prayed. I got it. Pour that on in there. Get as much out as you can. I don't really give a shit. It's like $1 a can at Aldi. Now you'll see, maybe you won't, there's like about 1 inch to 1.5 inches of room on the top. That's where your fresh ingredients will be mixed in. And by the time you're done here, it'll be almost to the top. And it's not a meal, folks. It's a condiment. I could not I could in my wildest imagination see someone sitting down with a spoon and just shoveling this shit in their mouth. It's a condiment. It's a sauce. I lost my train. But yeah, we're making a condiment here. We're not making fucking a meal, so it doesn't have to be exacting measurements and all that shit. I'm going to go with, for this size of bowl, you're not going to need to have a whole bunch. I got jalapeno. I could have got habanero or bell, or depending on what you want your heat level. That's what I'm saying. This is the blueprint. You jazz it up as you see. Tonight, I see me going about a medium, maybe. Because my local store doesn't sell habanero on the regular, and they never sell Ghost or Reaper. And you might have seen one of my old shorts, I got a combination of dried Carolina Reaper and Ghost Pepper. I call it Ghost Reaper, which I ground myself. I went on the Amazon and ordered dried Carolina Reapers and dried Ghost Peppers. I put them in a coffee grinder. And if you want to do that, make sure the room is ventilated, because I did not. And I was basically standing in the middle of a fucking gas chamber by the time I ground it down to powder. And if you've been in the military and you've done the gas chamber where you take the mask off and the tears flow and the snot flows, I did that here because I'm an idiot. We're going to get this cut down. We're going to get that shit in there. We're going to get it all mixed up. Let's get to it. I have every knife that you could possibly want in the kitchen. I always come back to just a regular, shitty steak knife. You're never going to see ninja fucking knife skills. Oh, you motherfucker. Well, I'll get that later. It did a little dip dive back into the cat food, so she's going to get a little jalapeno delight in her cat treats later. Maybe she'll run away and never come back. Could be a win-win. Now here, I'm just doing big-ass rough chops. Because I'm going to put it in here, and it's going to do the fancy chops. I'm going to jalapenos first. I'm going to get some of these. I didn't have big garlic cloves, but I actually have fresh garlic this time instead of like the last time I had to use garlic powder. Give that the old bitch better have my money smack. Get all that skin off. I'm sure there's words for this shit. Technical. Master Chef. Fucking Iron Chef bullshits, but I call them skins. Get the skins off. Oh, you want to be an asshole? Oh, I could be the... I win. Get that off. Take that prom dress off. Jesus. Well, these garlics aren't maybe a little overripe or they're a little soft. Then you get the butthole part of the garlic off. Just toss it in there with your peppers. You don't want that nasty part of the garlic. Yeah, that's a good one. Had to make sure. I don't like that dry outer leaf bullshit on there, so going to the trash can. Now I'm going to get us a wash for the onion, which comes next. A little whitey wipe. So I'm not going to use the entire onion. I'm going to use like a half. It's a medium. And for the size of the container here, I'm not trying to overdo it. 1 jalapeno, 1/2 of a medium onion so far. 4 medium cloves of garlic. I would have used 2 bigs, but I didn't have 2 bigs. I had 4 suspect. Still edible. They're not poison, but they weren't. I like my garlic to be, hard. You smash that shit, you chop that shit, you throw it in there. We're going to do this now. If you don't have one of these, you should get one. My hands don't work like they used to, so that fine chopping shit and that fucking bullshit, it ain't happening here. This is happening here right now. Haha! This is happening here right now. No edits. And that, my friends, if you can see it, it's finely chopped. It's not juiced. Don't go till it's watery and runny because you went too fucking far. This is just chopped enough that if you want to buy a jar of this shit at your local store, it'll be this choppy or this chunky. Give that a good old wipe in there. For all you asthma junkies, I'm banging and clanging and breathing. Get your tissues ready. Alright, there's that part. Now we're going to go with the garlic and jalapeno. Raw. Oh my, woo! That's a good one too. That was fucking spicy. Woo! That's a hit you in the fucking throat one. Oh yeah. Woo! Alright, that's going to be a nice little bit of when it's all said and done, it'll dumb down to medium. Oh, that one got in the sinus tract. Wrong hole. Ay, ay, ay. I like it. My little bag here for the other half of the onion I don't use. Ay, fucking hell. Wow. That went down wrong, but it feels so right. Oh, that's about a medium. Maybe it might be a large. I got big hands, so I don't know. But I'm just going to use half of this. I'll put this half into the fridge. Because at some point this weekend, I plan on making burgers. Or possibly a stew of some sort. You always want to have staples on hand. Onions, in my life, onions, lettuce, tomatoes, and a jalapeno or 2. That's my staple. I never tell you motherfuckers to because I don't give a shit, but I'll read them and I'll respond to them, but it's usually negative and usually bullshit. I would ask, what's your staples? But then I would be a hypocritical asshole just pretending that I care. I don't. You see that I do these videos because I like to be the one shooting the shit out and not having the shit shot back at me. That's why you look around, you don't see any fucking woman or partner here, because I've retired. I retired from the bullshit. I would rather live out the remainder of my life alone. Oh, what's that? What's ones they call the ones who can't get pussy? Involuntary celibates? What do they call the ones who voluntarily are vol cells? Live out the rest of my life voluntarily not getting pussy, because unfortunately the pussy comes wrapped in the thing that makes the pussy rotten. The one that doesn't fucking stop yapping. The one that doesn't fucking understand. I just got off work. I want to have half an hour to an hour to decompress and not hear no bullshit. The things that, turn that down. Oh, your friends all suck. Oh, you're going to have another beer? If you listen, and listen close, you don't hear any of that. And you see my face? I'm smiling. So if it's not a term yet, make it a term. Vol cell or retired coxman. Because really, once you had kids, what do you need your dick for besides pissing anyway? I mean, it's fun to bat around once in a while, but mostly it's just something you try not to hit, or let somebody else hit it and fucking cloud your judgment and makes fucking horrible decisions. Once you take away the power of the pussy, the dick falls in line. The dick understands, wait a minute, this motherfucker's in, oh, I almost said the N-word. This motherfucker's in charge. I say it. I'm not going to lie to you. I say it behind the scenes with the A, not the ER, and about everyone and everything. Because I was raised on fucking NWA and all forms of rappers who said it all the time. And when I listen to the music, yes, I say it along with it. There's no hate behind it. It's just, I forgot to put the fucking blade back in. It's just fucking, it happens. And I'm not going to be the white guy who lies and says it doesn't happen. It happens to all white people. Racist or not. We all say it. Rapping along with the song. Some say it, sadly, as a greeting to each other these days. I say it because I'm an asshole and I don't give a fuck about people's emotions. But I don't say it to the people who would hurt. I say it to myself and myself alone, in my home, in my car, because I have severe road rage. And I've been working on that. I've been trying to substitute that word with moron. It seems more inclusive. I really am working on myself as a human being to cut down the use of that word. And at least on video, I stopped using the R word. We know what the R word is, and I use that all the time too. I'm from the old school, not from the old school, from old school enough that I recall when the R's were put in a different annex outside the school from the normals. That was that society, not me. It sucks. I guess I wasn't out in the annex. Maybe they had parties and fun. Maybe they had fucking banana split Sundays every day and ridiculed us. I don't know. I'm gonna get another beverage. Let me tell you, this sauce doesn't take a half an hour to make. I'm just dipshitting around and taking my sweet ass time. If you tried really this salsa, I said salsa. I appropriated, I'm sorry. This sauce takes about 10 minutes to make, maybe from start to finish. I just open the door and let it go. And if I offend you, you're welcome. If I don't offend you, I'm sorry. I want you to get mad. I want you to have feelings. I want you to feel something. And if you like it, well, I'm not sorry. Thank you too. You get it. You get it. Let's try this. Now I'm going to chop the onions. And that's it. That right there, my friends. I always love talking to from behind my head. Take the blade out. Give it a rinse. Do not touch those blades. I don't care if they're store-bought and not fucking Ginsu's or anything. They'll cut the shit out of you. They don't have to be fucking Fancy Dan, Ginsu, Hammer, Schlimmer, fucking Bauer, or any of your goddamn big rich folk fucking uppity magazine motherfucking knives. You get a Walmart fucking special, that shit right there, because you only use it once in a while. It doesn't go dull. You'll cut the fuck out of yourself. Alright. So now, in here. God damn, that smells good. Oh my Lord. I'm telling you from a video or two ago that they made a Glade plug-in for onions and peppers and added some garlic, and you walked into someone's house and you smelled that, you'd instantly get hungry and you'd be pissed off when there was nothing to eat. Why does it smell like fucking heaven in here and you ain't got shit to eat? And they'd be like, you're a piece of shit. And you could laugh. And you could do have the video set and you do your own little Glade fajita. And then put that shit on the tubes. And people would go, ha ha ha, that's a genius idea. And then I wouldn't have any fucking credit for it. Spiraling, folks, spiraling. Okay, now after this, shit, bring that plate back over here. After this, simple ingredients. I just used, let me get a big spoon. We're going to the big, sorry about that. I didn't mean to jiggle my balls in front of you. I'm trying to keep some decorum. I know I'm in my fucking boxers. I should be in some kind of pants, but these aren't made for kids, and we're adults, and I'm not waggling my dick out, and my balls aren't dipping in the sauce. And you want to give that a nice stir. And get all that in there. Oh my. As it stirs even, it's... You're getting that sauce smell. I'm not saying salsa. Don't cancel what you can't cancel because I was never on. Oh my God. The limited smell I have available left after COVID, unless I get right down in there. Even though it's canned tomatoes, it's fucking outstanding. And you gotta think the canned tomatoes are gonna have some kind of sugar in them, which the fucking roasted on the stove and all that shit's not gonna have, because I have the sugars that comes from them naturally. You're not gonna have the added fucking chemicals and shit that it does smell so delightful. Now, the original recipe of this, which from childhood and from other people I've seen, it was just crushed tomatoes, some either rotel or some diced tomatoes, some oregano. This is Mexican oregano. That's what the bag said. Just a sprinkle or two of this. I already deviated with my own fresh ingredients, but oh, it smells good. I take a fat pinch, like a fucking chew pinch, and just, because this shit's still dry and clumpy, give it a good old, ladies won't recognize this, but guys will. I call it a nut scratch, a nut pinch. Sometimes when your nuts really itch, you got to get in there. I'm not going to pull my nuts out. You got to get in there and you got to give it a little extra, not just a scritchy scratch, but there it is. You give it a nut scratch of Mexican oregano. Now my son, I'm going to get one of these. Now, hold on, folks. I did actually map some of this out. Now my son took a bunch of these Goya packets, and for me, he emptied them into a bottle labeled it Goya, because Goya, so I can put as much or as little in as I want and not have to open an entire pack. I'm going to put in just a sprinkle of Goya, because Goya is the shit. Good in chili, good in tacos. I would hear, because whites can't make tacos. That's about, I would say, a half of one of the little packets. Because you don't have to open a whole packet and then find somewhere to fucking store the packet. Now here in the end, it doesn't really matter. I like a little bit of lime in here. So I get a small lime. Give it a nice little punch of citrus. Oh, I thought I heard the rapture. Well, I guess it didn't happen because I'm still here. Jesus loves me. Yes, I know. Because he made me, so fuck you, oh. We'll do 1/2, then we'll mix it in and give it a taste. Oh, cat, don't fuck with the tripod. Oh, there you go. There you go. Oh, nice. I caught a citrus, a little lime piece there on the side. Because I stir like I'm Michael J. Fox. That's not nice. Can't make fun of people with Parkinson's. Alright, let's give this a... I'm going to give it a taste with the spoon. And if it tastes good, I'll go to the chips, because I'm not... This is actually for more people than me. I'm not going to shit in their Cheerios by dipping my spoon in there 3 or 4 times. But if I think I like it, I'll go to the chips. And this sauce here, it's good off the get-go, but it's better the next day after you let it sit in the fridge and marry. Let's give it a little taste here. Oh, man. Damn it. I didn't want to open the chips right now. Right here, right now, solid. I'm not even going to put the other half of that lime in there. I'll save this lime for a beverage. For a container this size, half a lime is good. Half a fucking onion is good. One large jalapeno is good. I would say 2 large garlics or 4 medium garlics. Good. Goya to your liking. Whether you like it or not, it's up to you. Move, cat. Cat's put his fucking head in the fridge. If I killed the cat, then somebody'd probably get pissed off. I'd probably sleep like a baby. Not that I hate you, Turdy B, but you're a goddamn pest. Now, you don't gotta do this. Again, the blueprint. You do it your way. However you want to do it. I like to put a little layer of just regular black table pepper on the top before I put it in the fridge. Because I'm not going to fuck with this again until the morning. When I'm going to have some nice chips. Chips and sauce. Chips and medium sauce. Unless that fucking jalapeno is anything, it might be chips to high medium sauce. Because that fucker hit me in the back of the damn throat. It made my lungs not happy. Well, that's the video for tonight, folks. I've actually got a piss working up. It's a diuretic. Some folks say it's a depressant, but I feel happy. And I got to spend time with you, my imaginary friends who I'll never meet and who will never meet me. And that's great. But today, I want to show you this. Also, I found this on the way out in the impulse buy from my store. Haribo Goldie Bears Wild Berry. I've never seen the wild berries. They were $1. I'm going to give them a shot. This one has, instead of just the regulars, it's got blueberry, wild cherry, raspberry, wild berry, and strawberry. And I still don't understand why strawberry is green. Blueberry makes sense. Blueberry is blue. Wild berry is kind of a purplish. Raspberry, red. Wild cherry, red. Strawberry, even on the regular ones, is green. Germans. And Haribo has always been my gummy bears. When they say gummy bears and they don't have Haribo, they pull out some kind of bullshit Kroger or Great Value and gummy bears. Get the shit the fuck out of here. If it's not Haribo, you're a hoe. So I'm a fresh battle rap MC. Fuck Eminem and 8 Mile. I'm just playing. Eminem, you want to hire me to be your writer? We're done for the night. Hope you enjoyed making Salsa Chico Blanco. I did. Y'all have a great weekend. It was Friday the 13th. It is Friday the 13th. Not was. Friday the 13th. I hope y'all are having a great Friday the 13th. Good luck in all your endeavors. Peace, bitches.